Welcome to this tutorial on analysis tools within Digital WarRoom. We'll start out with the date histogram tool. The date histogram function can help you quickly identify if you are missing documents in a particular date range, as well as give you a sense of the volume of your information by time. The date histogram tool operates on the results that are returned from that search. From the analysis menu, select Show Date Histogram. Use the Years and Months option to change the display. Part of early case assessment is learning more about your data in order to audit the completeness and defensibility of collection efforts. Is this data what you reasonably expected? For example, imagine that there are no emails in the data from 2018. Do you have a reasonable explanation for this gap? Were there any automatic deletion policies in place? If you don't have the answers you're looking for, talk to the custodian or consider recollecting. Next, we'll cover the thread visualizer. Individual emails are often part of a thread of communications, which include replies, reply all, forwards, BCCs, and extra recipients can be added or deleted at different stages of the thread. The thread visualizer creates a visual representation of the chain involved in each email. You can reconstruct the chronology of the email conversation by looking at each email in turn. The thread visualizer gathers all of the emails in the chain and displays them in their original order. To use the thread visualizer, run a search and review that returns email documents. Highlight an email document in the document list, and from the analysis menu, select Show Thread Visualizer. You can change the layout of the thread by selecting Timeline or Network. The network layout displays how many emails would have appeared in the network of the exported system. Sort on the column Thread Group in the current docs grid screen to cluster emails from the same thread. You can also use keyword searching with the thread visualizer. I can add a keyword here, I can use Boolean logic when keyword searching, or even run an entire keyword list which I created previously. Then choose Search Include Threads. Now, if your search term pops up in a single email, you can review the entire thread. Here we have a reasonably sized thread, as you can tell by the fact that there are many emails with the same thread ID. Let's open up the thread visualizer once again to examine the full extent of this thread. I want to keep a close eye on timing and who was involved during each email, as this may affect certain decisions relating to privilege. The next tool that we are going to cover is called Who to Whom. Email is among the most common file types you will come across during document review. Start by running a search for all emails, or depending on how you organized collections and imports, filter on a specific collection. Who to Whom will show a heat map of the most common email correspondence within a dataset. In this case, Bill Gallivan exchanged 23 emails with Anthony Ramirez. I'll double-click this box in the grid, and the 23 emails will now populate in the current docs grid screen. I can also add a keyword search. I can use Boolean logic when keyword searching, or even run a keyword list which I created previously. With this additional keyword filter, we have Ben Blaine talking to Anthony Ramirez across 6 emails, which included at least one instance of the words Brobeck and databases. I'll double-click this cell in the grid, and the 6 emails will now populate in the current docs grid screen. To determine where a specific keyword appeared in the email, bring up the document in the document browser and go to the Highlighted tab, and click the chevron to see different instances of the keyword within that document. Next, we'll look at the Reports section within Digital WarRoom. Various reports regarding your data are created here in Digital WarRoom. The opening page of the Reports view is Matter Details. This gives basic information, including the size of your matter, total number of documents, as well as a list of users who have accessed the matter. Data Summaries reports include the date histogram, which graphs the number of documents processed into DWR by date. Collections list all of the collections in the matter and their custodian, size, number of documents processed, number of documents in review, and the date the collection was created. Defensibility logs include a document control log that lists tasks performed, when, and by whom, and includes details regarding the task. The redaction log tracks which documents were redacted, when, and by whom. It also captures reasons for the redaction if provided by the reviewer. The privilege log is a popular feature that captures data on documents marked as privilege with privilege type and reason added by the reviewer. Productions include production summary, which shows details about each production, such as the date of the production, number of produced documents, Bates ranges, and additional information on the documents produced, such as total documents and unique documents. There is also a list compiled of Bates gaps and overlaps. The next tool we're going to cover is keyword analysis. The keyword analysis tool will allow you to generate an aggregate report of the number of documents that include your search terms, either by custodian or collection. Run a search and review using a keyword search or a predefined keyword list. Then click on Keyword Analysis and choose to aggregate the results by custodian or by collection. To see the documents that hit on a given keyword, click on the cell containing the number of hits, and the current docs grid screen will update to include just those documents. The final tool is called Tabulate. Tabulate creates a table of available fields using the results from your search. First, run a search and review and click on Tabulate. Under Options, choose the metadata that you wish to tabulate. Then the Tabulate grid will show your tabulated information. To see the documents represented by a given cell in the Tabulate grid, click on that cell, and the current docs grid screen will update to show just those documents. Thank you for joining us on this analysis tools video of Digital WarRoom software. If you have any questions or need support, feel free to reach out to our help desk at support@digitalwarroom.com.